Hello everybody and welcome to my third CD showcasing video. Today I will be showcasing my 12th CD that I got for my collection and also my first death metal CD. The CD that I will be showcasing today is Jobforacowboy Genesis. Jobforacowboy Genesis is their debut album after their Doom EP. Jobforacowboy was first a deathcore band before transitioning to death metal. Genesis was released in the year 15th of May 2007 through Metal Blase Records. The theme of this album is about very cheap, Book of Revelation, and apocalyptic theories. Following the release of the album, they faced backlash for allegedly containing anti-Christian messages, but they denied those claims, saying they are not a satanic band, but are drawn to concepts like control, technology, and religious conflicts. This album is the last time the drummer Elliot Seller will work on, since he announced that he will be leaving the band immediately after recording to go back to school. He was replaced by Job Rice for the following tours. The band members who worked on the debut album are Johnny Davey for vocals, Bobby Thompson and Ravi Badri-Raju for guitars, Elliot Seller drums, and Brian Riggs bass guitar. Their debut album also reached number 54 on the Billboard 200 and sold nearly 13,000 copies in its first week, making it the highest charting heavy metal debut album since the release of Slipknot's 1999 self-titled. This album features 10 tracks, 2 being instrumental, and the total length of the album is 30 minutes and 47 seconds. That's all I got for their debut album. Now, let's look at the covers. On the front cover, we have someone or something that resembles a person. On his head, he has a big horn-shaped skull with what looks like a spine coming out of his mouth. If you look at his chest, you can see the person's rib cage. He also has some kind of clothes on. If you look at his arm, you can see it rotting, pretty much stating that he is dead. Same with the open rib cage. In the background, you can see some sort of ruined world, probably an apocalyptic of some sort, judging by how the sky looks with the red and yellow color. Also, with the dead tree behind the man. Now, let's look at the back cover. On the back of the cover, we have some sort of metal horns which resemble the giant horn ships. You can see metal coming out of the front and the rest is fine. Then on the left, we have the 10 tracks. And now, let's look inside the case. Inside the case, we have the lyrics and the CD. The CD's art has these spiral horns there, with the sky being red and yellow. And here are the lyrics. Now, let's look at some songs. This album features 10 tracks, 2 of which are instrumental. The tracks are very great, having this horror atmosphere in a way. The guitars are very technical in some parts. The drums are very aggressive and fast, and the vocals are great, adding to the style of this album and band. The 2 instrumentals are Upheaval and Blasphemy. Now, let me show you some songs. So funny enough, I don't have a favorite track in this album. I like all the songs equally except the instrumentals. So I will go over the first song, which is Bearing the Serpent's Lamb. Before we go over the lyrics, I'm gonna say right now that the lyrics are pretty explicit, so just a warning. The song starts with these lyrics. This virgin churns on the back of her own indisposed and throbbing body. Nauseated, she chokes on her own vomit emitted from her distended and desiccated throat. Weak and obscure, this woman's body begins to consolve and twitch in her now soiled sheets. So the track starts with a horrifying depiction of a woman giving birth with unbearable and imaginable pain. The woman is depicted as a virgin. The birth is being taught in ways like churns and throbbing body while choking on her own vomit. Secondly, for the lyrics, we have with an abdomen beginning to flourish as her ribs now unhinge and shift. Beneath the rib cage lay a sweltering child, a child forcing and pushing outward for decapement on his mother's womb, bearing a bastard child, bearing what is now the son of the new world's lord, bearing the serpent's lamb. The meaning of these lyrics are that the child is trying to get out, so it's pretty much an unnatural birth, with the woman's body breaking apart, where it says ribs unhinged, to reveal a sweltering child, the Antichrist called the serpent's lamb, a twist on Jesus as the Lamb of God. The bastard child and son of the new world's lord suggests a demonic figure born to rule a dystopian, very cheap control world, criticizing technology's role in enabling oppression. Thirdly, for the lyrics, we have overwhelmed, she grows debilitated and weak. Staying attentive becomes more burdensome, a struggle to stay awake. As her body starts to contract, she mutters unconclusive crowning breath, quote unquote, why will such a God allow such deep and evil theodicy? The meaning is that the child got out, and the woman collapses under the strain of her body falling, growing weak. As she nears death, her final cry is questioning why would the God allow such evil, referring to the philosophical problem of theodicy and the very chip's role in a godless oppressive future. Fourthly, on the lyrics we have her chest lay open, an opening gaping wound revealing the damage left inside, her own body only used to mask the beast that dwelled internally. This orphan child skulls over the remaining of his birth-giving origin, his own mother, only to go through his adolescence to clench the name of the Antichrist. The end of the songs end with the lyrics, meaning that the woman's suffering is coming to an end, her body destroyed as the child rises as a malevolent force, scorning his mother and embracing his destiny as the Antichrist. So, short turn of these lyrics, the song is about an apocalyptic birth, very cheap dystopia, theodicy, horror and decay. For my future videos, I'm gonna put at every part for the next lyrics number 1. After that ends, then comes number 2, just for the future. So let's just start. So, we are at the end of the video. I got this CD on eBay for around 10 euros, if I'm correct. It was used, so that's why it has the scratch there on the side of the CD. You can also get it, like I said in my last video, on Discogs, eBay, or probably Amazon, depending on where you live or how much it costs. So this is basically all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and see you into the next one. Bye bye.